Tonight you don't need to come to my room anymore. Why? This servant will take her leave now. These past nights during practice, we basically haven't talked at all. Enter the room, attach bewitching soul seeds, start soul refining, when it's done, leave. These past 2 weeks your body has been getting weaker and weaker, rest for a few days before continuing. Then Jianxiu thanks you for your compassion, young master. Su Jianxiu, just call me Su Changtian, all this young master stuff is giving me a headache. Did you need me for something else? Why do you come watch me spar every day? I have nothing to do, just wandering around. So how do you think my strength compares to that Qingmo now? Su Changtian, are you jealous? Think whatever you want, maybe I am. Humph, I don't know if he can kill across grades to 7th, but among the same realm he should be invincible. If you faced him now, you'd probably die in a single exchange. Even though I knew my current strength definitely couldn't beat the story's protagonist, I didn't expect this girl's conclusion to be that I'd be instantly killed. But thinking about it, that makes sense. If Qingmo could really be caught up to in just 1 month, there wouldn't be so many noble young masters getting face-slapped by him in the later plot. You don't seem surprised? Qingmo killed 2 of my family's 7th grade bone refinement experts. In a life-or-death battle, it's normal he could instantly kill me. When I parted with him, he had just entered 8th grade not long ago. You mean at that time he could already instantly kill the current me? Why? You can't handle one of his killing moves. What killing move? It should be considered a type of sword technique. Sword technique? At the 8th grade stage, does this Qingmo have an ultimate move? Like this? What low-level sword technique doesn't slash people like that? When charging forward, his speed is very fast. A forward slash, just a small dash skill. So fast my naked eye can't see it clearly, in an instant he can cover over 10 meters. Only grandmasters have speed so fast people can't see clearly. Why can a mere 8th grade make his speed invisible? Really? Believe it or not. Can you describe it in more detail? His starting stance and landing stance are normal 8th grade speed, but the middle section of the distance seems to disappear. It is strange to describe it this way, but that's how it feels to me. J plus W plus R? This move is way too familiar to me. J plus W plus R, then press forward slash at the right timing. The normally short dash can be glitched into a long-distance charge, one of the essential techniques for fighting higher-level bosses. But damn, can you exploit invincibility frames in the real world too? The game became reality. Qingmo couldn't be using this move as a bug exploit. This kind of technique was most likely learned through some cross-realm enlightenment. It should be considered a secret art. This boy must not be allowed to live. I understand. You really believe me? What would you gain from lying to me? Besides, you're one of my own now. His technique seems to have drawbacks too. Back then, every time he used it once, he'd be weak for a period. That's probably the cost. This kind of powerful move that requires exploiting game mechanics if there were no cost in reality. That would be too unreasonable. By the way, why do you care so much about this Qingmo? Didn't you say I was jealous? Let's just say that's it. But if you really care about him that much, you'll be able to see him soon. What do you mean? Today Qingyu sent me a message saying Qingmo has already come out of Chanhong Valley. Qingmo seems like he wants to come rescue me. Qingyu told me to try my best to goad you into leaving the city to kill him. So it seems the reason the original me went to block the exit at Chanhong Valley in the story was probably Qingyu pulling strings behind the scenes. But what was his goal in doing that? Su Jianxiu said Qingyu sent her here to plant a hidden agent inside the Prime Minister's estate, and with the 3rd young master's status and personality, whatever I do will naturally never be questioned. Now that the operation is done, Qingyu's first order is actually to have me kill Qingmo? Going by story logic, Qingyu doing this shouldn't be because he wants Qingmo dead, it's because he wants me, the 3rd young master, to be killed by Qingmo. So here's the question, what's Qingyu's purpose in having Qingmo kill the 3rd young master? Is it to tie Qingmo and the Prime Minister's estate into a blood feud? No, Qingmo already has a massacre of his village blood feud with the Prime Minister's estate. Doing this is completely redundant. Wait, redundant. Su Jianxiu, when you were traveling with Qingmo, did Qin Weijiu ever tell you to probe into information about Qingmo's village? Humph? He did. And what did you find out? Qingmo said the elders in that village all treated him like their own child. Did he ever say anything more than that? More? For example, when he talked about those elders, was there anything that felt unnatural? Yes, whenever he talked about them his mood didn't seem very good. Even when he got to a happy part, his mood would immediately sink again afterward. Other than that, nothing. Did you report any of this to Qin Weijiu? No, I only told him about Qingmo's relationships in the village. Qin Weijiu knows about Burial Village, and he knows Qingmo comes from there. But he doesn't know that all those great demons and great bandits from Burial Village have already been slaughtered by my old man. At this point, the situation is already clear. Qin Weijiu wants Burial Village to become enemies with the Prime Minister's estate. Even if the people of Burial Village hid there just to retire in peace, their web of relationships still exists. In Sengyan's story, the protagonist meets those elders' old flames or close friends more than once, and they all help him add in the experts of Burial Village itself, and that's already a massive force. It completely outweighs the benefits of planting a single seer in the Prime Minister's estate. So Qin Wei, will you want to pull this other hidden force, Burial Village, over to his side? That would have been a brilliant move, but unfortunately, the village is already gone. Burial Village is dead. Sometimes, when you overestimate the enemy, you're really just playing mind games with thin air. This is the secret manual for cultivating bewitching soul seeds. Take it. What, you don't want it? You're giving this to me? Why couldn't I? But if you give this to me, aren't you afraid I'll turn on you? You've been almost drained dry by me every night lately. If you cultivate this manual, your bewitching soul seeds will recover faster, which also helps my cultivation. Just take it. Qin Weijiu was afraid I'd bite back, so he deliberately erased the soul refining parts from the manual. Yet Su Changtian is actually willing to hand me the complete secret art. Fine, to put it plainly, you can think of this as an investment in you. The world is about to fall into chaos. I have high hopes for the future power of your charm demon soul physique, and I trust your character. So investing in you shouldn't leave me at a loss. And even if it does, at least I don't think I'll be raising an ingrate. I'll repay this favor. Alright, I'll keep that in mind and wait for you to pay me back someday. Our Changtian actually took the initiative to call this big sister. Aunt Lu. Call me big sister. Alright, Aunt Lu. Changtian really is naughty. Looks like I'll have to teach you a lesson when you get back to the capital. I've already handed the Charm Demon Soul Physique secret art over to Su Jianxiu. I know, you had Inga come to me and ask for that thing just so you could give it to that little vixen. A manual worth 50,000 taels at market price. And you just hand it over like that. Because of this, that old man Hua Hong has been nagging at me all day, saying my black scale guards have to reimburse Tianan Chamber of Commerce at full price. Hua Hong, president of Tianan Chamber of Commerce, one of my old man's confidants. So did you pay? Pay? Pay what? Every coin my black scale guards have is earned with our lives. Why should we pay him? We help him sort intelligence and dig up secrets all day long. His Tianan Chamber doesn't even give us a cut, and still owes us for intel. Yet now he wants money from me. Bought for 1,000 taels and wants me to pay 50,000. That old geezer sure has the nerve. Changtian, big sister's right, isn't she? Right, that's way too greedy. Hee, good boy you are. Changtian is the best. You must have something else you want from big sister, right? Want pills or intel? Or if you want someone dead, you can tell big sister too. No need, I just want to ask how the black scale guards plan to deal with Qin Weijiu. Ah, that? Call me big sister, and I'll tell you. Okay, if you don't want to say it, fine, no need to go quiet on me. Honestly, even if you hadn't brought this up, I was going to come find you about it soon. Oh right, let me ask you something. Go ahead, Auntie. Can you really bear to part with that charm demon soul physique girl? Auntie, why do you say that? If you can bear to part with her, big sister here plans to send her as an undercover agent. She might die, you know. That statement has a lot of information packed in. Su Chang'e rushed here to Jingjiang Prefecture specifically to kill Qin Weijio, didn't he? If he kills him, Su Jinxian naturally won't be able to go back. Is there someone behind Qin Weijio? Humph? Looks like our Chantian has gotten smarter. Over this past month, the Black Scale Guards have uncovered some clues. Qin Weiji might not be the final person. Who might be behind Qin Weiji? Not sure. The situation in the imperial capital is very complicated right now, and we have no time to spare. Without alerting the other party, we can only scratch the surface. If we want to narrow down the possibilities, we'll have to use other methods. I see. So, can you bear to part with her? Of course. I didn't invest in this girl to do charity work. I just didn't expect my investment to be put to use so soon after making it. However, it's still best to check Su Jinxuan's own wishes. Don't worry, I already asked her through Inger before. She said she's willing. Aunt Lu, Su Jinxuan's personality doesn't seem very suitable for being an inside agent. Not suitable to be an inside agent? This little charm demon miss doesn't seem very bright. She'll be caught easily as a mole. Don't worry, personality and speaking techniques can be trained. Trained? If you're interested, I can have Inger take you to try it, then you'll finally call me big sister. I'll pass. Professional matters should be left to professionals. By the way, even though Su Jinxian has already agreed, you should still go ask her yourself. Why? Chantian, you really don't understand a woman's heart. If you don't go ask, that little vixen will be heartbroken, and then she might just become my Black Scale Guards person instead. This old auntie is telling me to cultivate my own loyal faction. Thank you? Don't thank me, call me big sister. Big sister. Good, such a good boy, Chantian. Is there anything else you want to ask? Do you know about Qin Weijio wanting me to ambush and kill that Qin-mo? Of course I know that little beast left over from Burial Village. I originally wanted to go along with the plan, kill that Qin-mo, then take the opportunity to send So Jinxian back to Qin Weijio's side. But your brother vetoed it, saying it might put you in danger. Everything can wait until he arrives. Good thing Su Change didn't agree, or I'd have to find excuses to stall. I really don't want to walk into that death trap according to the story plot. But if we refuse, how do we explain it to Qin Weijio's side? Don't worry, we've already sent the excuse to his side. We said you have a secret treasure protecting your soul, so you can't be completely controlled yet. Why are you being so careful? Even if that Qinmo broke though, he's only 7th grade. Heck, careful? I actually think I'm being pretty bold already. That Qinmo left this place 2 days ago, and he's only 7th grade anyway. Indeed not worth paying attention to. But Yuan, guess why this little fellow found his way straight here as soon as he entered Changhong Valley? You mean, he has a soul ring? I suspect the soul ring is in his hands. Normally, even with a map, he wouldn't be so direct and single-minded rushing straight here. Most likely someone was giving him real-time directions. I saw in the ancient texts that if it really is the soul ring, there's a saint living inside it. Precisely because I know this, that's why I'm being so cautious. Then this Qin-mo. He can't die. I originally planned to help neither side, whether Qin-mo or Qin-11 to Chang'e deigned. It would ignite a blood feud between the Prime Minister's estate and Burial Village. But now it seems I need to secretly help that Qin-mo. After all, he has a saint with him. But that charm demon soul physique already sent word saying she haven't soused yet. Su Changtian most likely won't leave the city. If Qin-mo wants to rescue her, he wouldn't try to enter the city, would he? Jingjiang City has a grand formation set up inside. Even the two of us would be in danger. Now that Jinxian can move freely within the Su estate, let's find a chance to get her out. Qin-mo is more important than that Su Changtian. I'm counting on you, Humph. What is this fog? Ghost fog? And what's with these demon beasts? Qin Weijio, wrap yourself in soul energy before speaking. This isn't ghost fog, it's a void rift caused by strange ghosts. Those demon beasts have all been corrupted by strange ghosts too. Once a void rift caused by strange ghost erosion forms, this blood fog will continuously erode and corrupt everything within the space. The spiritual medicines and cultivation resources inside. If cultivators don't handle them properly and consume them, they'll be corrupted by the strange ghosts. So this is a secret realm breached by strange ghosts. What a shame. Should we leave directly or destroy it? Strange ghosts are extremely dangerous. If these corrupted demon beasts from this secret realm are released, at least one prefecture city's worth of lives will be devastated. Let's leave it for now. As for leaving, there's no need, since a saint guided that kid Qingmo into this secret realm. There's very likely a treasure here that we can use too. We'll search deeper inside. If we don't find anything within 3 days, we'll leave and follow Qingmo. Alright. Outside Changchong Valley. Achoo. Why do I keep feeling so on edge lately? On edge? You'd probably just worried that someone else will eat that charm demon soul physique before you do, right? Relax, that Su Changtian won't even touch her fingertip. Old man? When did you wake up? Ever since I brought back that soul-restoring treasure, this old man hasn't made a sound. I just woke up. What, did you miss your master? I never acknowledged you as my master. You cultivate my technique, use the pills I left, and all your combat skills came from me, and now I still have to protect you. If that's not a master, then what is? Back in the day, countless people knelt to beg me to take them as disciples, and yet you, brat, don't know how good you have it. Alright, I know you're amazing, old man. So you're planning to head back to Jinjiang City now? Yeah, I might need your help. Sigh, this kid really is going to save his beauty. What do you want me to do, force our way in? A third-grade expert alone is nothing, but there are other formations in that city. We can't stay long. That would be too reckless. I plan to sneak into the Su estate and rescue Jianxiu. My aura? That's not hard. Thanks. No need to thank me. If you really want to, then call me master. Someone's coming. Whatever happens, don't talk to me. Humph? Humph? Excuse me, do you know how to get to Jinjiang City? So she's just asking for directions. I thought she was from the Su estate. I do. Could you tell me? If you keep going this way, you'll reach it in less than 2 days. Thank you. Pretty impressive. What? That little girl isn't even 19 yet, and she's already a grandmaster. Her cultivation speed is faster than mine back then. A grandmaster before 18? Don't be so shocked, the world is big, and there are countless geniuses. Of course, a girl like that would be considered one of the few peerless talents of her generation in any era. At about the same age, I had just reached 7th grade, and she's already at 3rd grade grandmaster level. Don't look down on yourself, you're a slow build then explode type, plus, with my technique, your future achievements definitely won't be worse than that girl's. By the way, why didn't you travel with her just now? You're going to Jinjiang City anyway. Making friends with someone like that would be good for your future. If we traveled together, wouldn't you risk being exposed? Of course not, I just wouldn't be able to talk to you via voice anymore. Honestly, I did think about going with her, but I kept feeling that if I went to Jinjiang City with her, I'd be in danger. Why, from her behavior just now, she clearly didn't seem like a bad person. I don't know, I just felt weirdly uneasy in my heart. Better to be cautious. Alright, I'll continue resting. Once you enter Jinjiang City, I'll wake up on my own. Library Pavilion. The Barbarians. In Cangyuan, there's a world line where the final boss players face is the barbarians invading all the way from the north. But in the story, this current what is being said is barely mentioned at all. Seeing it now, it's really gotten pretty bad. 7 years ago, when Marquis Wu was still guarding the northern frontier, these barbarians outside the border couldn't even lift their heads. But ever since Marquis Wu was summoned back to the capital, the situation has plummeted. In short, internal power struggles led to raising enemies to build private prestige, and that game backfired. The relationships within Great Yan's border armies are extremely complicated. According to the laws set by the founding emperor and the sects don't pay taxes, but there's a price. In local governance, they must unconditionally assist the court in protecting the common people. In the military system, sects must send some disciples every year to be dispersed into Great Yan's army to follow orders, and so on. The original intention was good. When imperial power was strong, these laws were indeed very beneficial, but after 1,000 years of ups and downs in imperial authority, these laws gradually became twisted. The border armies became freedoms of many different factions, and between court and sects and other clans. Whenever a war breaks out, everyone shoves responsibility onto someone else. Wait, these barbarians aren't human? The barbarians are not just a derogatory name the Great Yuan dynasty uses for nomadic tribes beyond the borders. Barbarians are barbarians, their dark brown, tough skin is almost immune to blades, and some have sharp bone spurs on their fists and joints. As if born purely for battle, they're an intelligent humanoid monster race. I didn't know this in my previous life, or rather, I had no need to know. I learned about Yuan because mixing there let me be a roughneck hero, even a dragon rider. But the northern barbarians had nothing, no weight characters, so why would I care? Still, now I finally understand why so many foreign factions had waifs, but the barbarians never did. Because they're way too ugly. Alright, let's check the latest week of war reports from the Northern Front. As of the day before yesterday, after over a month of bitter fighting, Princess Yuan finally broke the siege of Hanbei City. Of course, those 30,000 Imperial Guards she brought alone were nowhere near enough to do that. Most of it was still the result of all the local powers faintly compromising. Before Princess Yuan arrived, the various factions follows up in Hanbei City still had enough strength to fight the barbarians. Their hard power was even superior in many cases. But they simply refused to fight, just huddled inside the city and fought among themselves. No one wanted to go first, everyone wanted to preserve their own strength. After all, with Hanbei City's formations, the barbarians couldn't break in quickly, and messages had already been sent out, just wait for the court's reinforcements. That stalemate only ended when Princess Yuan arrived with the Imperial Guards. Princess Yuan was originally a royal hostage sent to northern Marquis Wu's estate, but since Marquis Wu was a loyal royalist, this ninth princess was treated even better than the Marquis's own sons. As a child, the ninth princess loved war, so Marquis Wu took her along whenever he marched. When she grew up, he directly let her command troops herself. Growing up in the army, Princess Yuan earned considerable prestige. Of course, what really made those wily veterans cooperate was that the first thing this crazy woman did on entering the city was summon everyone to a meeting. Those whose negligence led to this disastrous situation on the battlefield. While 3rd grade Grand Master and 7 or 8 4th grade Fusion Realm Deputy Generals were blasted into pulp on the spot. The crazy woman used the city's grand formation. After all, royal blood always has first priority in controlling the big city formations. Just like that, under Princess Yuan's command, the siege of Hanbei City was broken. They've already begun gradually retaking lost territory. They may not be fully united, but at least they're working together. Phew, still a mess. Even so, the Prime Minister's estate has its own faction in the north too. Among those 4th grade Fusion Realm deputies blasted into paste by the 9th princess was one of our own. But in that kind of environment, it's incredibly hard to get anything done. You might be fighting on the front line with your life, and while your own side won't directly stab you in the back, having your achievements stolen is highly likely. This is a world of who's worse. Still, it's too much of a mess. What's too much of a mess? Those white silk stockings with that cute little jacket, that's lethal. Nothing, just reading some reports about the Northern War. You young masters usually only care about romance and pleasure. Since when do you care about state affairs? State affairs, family affairs, the world's affairs. Now that I can cultivate, I naturally have to care a bit. Why are you here? It's not like I wanted to come, but someone told me to have some initiative earlier, so I had no choice but to come find that someone myself. It's only been 3 days since I gave her the secret art, and those bewitching soul seeds have already grown a lot. No wonder Qin Weijiu deliberately cut the bewitching soul seed cultivation method out. It's still daytime, come back later tonight. We're not doing anything like sharing a bed. What's the difference between day and night for this? She doesn't care at all whether other people can handle it. This enchantress is really messing with my mental state. Fine, I'm free anyway, let's go. Oh, right, there's something I want to discuss with you. Go on. The black scale guards in the capital told me Qingweijio might have someone behind him. They hope you'll return to Qingweijio's side as an inside agent. What do you think? Me? Does what I think even matter? Of course it matters. If you're unwilling and we force you, it'll only backfire. Then what's your opinion? My opinion is that you'd better not go. Humph? Why? Because you're too slow-witted. I don't mean it as an insult, I'm just stating a fact. See? I tease you a little and you get mad and you're not even trying to hide it. With a personality like that, how could you possibly be an inside agent? I'm guessing you're about to say, anyone would get angry after being insulted, or that there's no need to hide such things from me, right? Looks like I called it. You don't know how to hide your emotions, and your thoughts are way too easy to read. I get that you're relaxed right now, but if you really go undercover, you won't ever get to relax. With your cultivation, you can't even be sure no one is monitoring you when you're alone. Recognize him? The guard who follows you every day, Zhou, he should be an expert. Not a guard, a guest official, a third-grade grandmaster. Zhou can clearly hear your heartbeat from over 10 meters away, and if he runs his cultivation art, that range will be even larger. Qingweijio won't be any weaker. The moment your heartbeat speeds up even a little, he'll hear it. It's not exactly mind reading, but if your heart races when certain things are mentioned, it'll easily raise suspicion. Su Jianxian, do you understand? I should be able to overcome that. Alright, let's assume you can, then we keep going. Once you become an inside agent, every single thing you do and every sentence you speak has to be carefully weighed for consequences. Because your information is incomplete, one casual line overheard by the wrong person could expose you. The speaker may mean nothing by it, but the listener may take it to heart, like how you casually told me about your connection with Qingweijio in the carriage. That's why I had the black scale guards investigate it. To you, it was something perfectly normal, but to others it was suspicious information. You don't want me to go. It's not that I don't want you to. I just don't believe you're currently capable of being a good inside agent. If that happens, not only would my investment be wasted, you might even get turned against us. I can now give you two choices again, and this is the only chance you get to choose. First option, you stay by my side, and I'll give you a cultivation technique suited to the charm demon soul physique. Of course, aside from what you've already paid to get this technique, at the very least you'll be safe. Once your cultivation improves, you might have a chance to take revenge with your own hands someday. And the second? Everything stays as it is, you follow the black scale guard's arrangements, the gains are big, but so is the risk. In your current state, going undercover will very likely get you exposed. Even with black scale guard training, I don't think your odds of surviving are high. I've already explained my reasoning. I think you can judge for yourself. Choices matter. One wrong step and you'll fall into a bottomless abyss. I choose the second. A bit unexpected, but understandable. To me, this was just a casual favor and investment. To her, it's a once-in-a-lifetime kindness. With no home and living under someone else's roof, it's more pathetic to cling to others' charity and scrape by. Better to grab this tiny chance, stake everything, and try to take control of your own fate. And really, I'm no different. Remember the Su estate rules, anyone who breaks them will be punished by estate law. The world outside is a mess right now. Being able to work in the Su estate is a blessing earned over 8 lifetimes. In a bit, your team leaders will show you around. Keep your eyes in check. The young ladies and madams, and even the maids, are not people you trash can afford to ogle. Especially Miss Su, she's the third young master's woman. A 6th-grade immortal master was killed by a single slap from him back then. What chance do you think you have? If you stare and annoy the third young master, not even the heavenly king himself can save you. After changing his appearance, I was going to sneak into the estate at night and get her out, but the Su estate grounds are enormous. With no idea of the internal layout, There's no way I'd find her quickly, and there are experts inside. Even with the old man masking my aura, the risk of exposure is high. Luckily, while eating at a street stall, I heard the Su estate was hiring long-term workers. After a lot of trouble, I spent some loose silver to buy a worker's spot off a dark-skinned young man. You few come with me, you'll be trimming and cleaning the estate gardens. Different from coming at night. In the daytime, Jianxiu's Su estate really does look like a palace. Kid, can you stop gawking like some country bumpkin? I'm just a bit surprised, but old man, if you talk to me here like this, won't we be discovered? If I can hide your aura, I can talk to you just fine. Can you help me locate Jianxiu? Kid, there's at least one Grand Master in this estate. If I probe with my soul, I'll very likely be noticed. Then I'll just take it slow myself. I'll find a chance eventually. I'm guessing that's Su Changtian? Yeah,